Alright, how's it going, everybody? So as you know, there's no, we're taking tonight off. I'm working on a website, but I saw Bitcoin having a little bit of a pump now. So, and also I like to do these updates because everyone doesn't have time to watch these 3-4 hour streams. So, um, and honestly, I kind of do enjoy these little static videos. They're nice and quick, and they're to the point, and it's just easy information. So, getting on Bitcoin right now, you have major support here between about 10,250, or I'm sorry, keep calling it 10,000, 9,250 and 9,300. After that, we have their next major line of, or not, I don't want to say major yet, but your next support line is going to be at 9,500. I posted this on our Discord page. This is the line I've been talking about. So, on our EMA 100, guys, we are now officially back over it. The key thing here is you don't just hop over it and everyone goes bullish and everyone throws in a long. I want to see this actually close above it. And we did officially close, but we literally hopped over it an hour before the daily actually was about to close. So I really want to see this thing close by tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. So literally almost exactly 24 hours from now, I want to see us sit above the EMA 100 on the daily. If we go to our 4 hour, you can see here I posted it. Our resistance line held up perfectly. See right in here, we had a rejection. That's 9,850. If we can break above 9,850, the next area we're really going to have to worry about, there's going to be a little bit of resistance here at about 9,900, like 9,950. But I was doing some looking on the chart here. I don't think we're going to have any issue. If we go above 9,900, see these touch points across the entire top? And I was looking at this before close or before going live. And it would kind of be the perfect fake out if you think about it. 10,050 is our next. So if we break above 9,080, the next really major resistance area that I can see, I mean, there's a little bit at 9,950, and I try to go over these every stream, but I had some questions about it. When you're trying to find support or resistance, you want to find consistent touch points. So like here on the bottom of our box, you have your touch points here, a touch point there. We have our touch point here. You can see we obeyed it. Now on our solid line, this is the one we're stuck at now. You have your touch points here. You almost had one over here. You have a cluster over here. You can see we wicked right off of it here. So you respect it on the way up and the way down. And you can see if you follow this line, you also have clusters of touch points in through here, here. You got a perfect one here. Sometimes they might not be exact, but if they're really close, within a few dollars, it's fine if you add it there. So right now, the next really major area of resistance we got to go through is 9,850. If we can break above 9,850, we're going to face a little bit of resistance at about 9,950. You can see these touch points. If I draw my line here, it's not that strong though. There's only a couple touch points. I wonder if I actually... It's about right in here. You can see you have your touch point here. This is not very good. This is more down here at our 9,850, but you can see your cluster of touch points. So there's going to be a little bit of resistance at 9,950, but I'm not really too worried about it. If we can just hold above 9,000, or I'm sorry, it's not even really a number. As long as we close and we hold above our EMA 100 on the daily, there's no reason to be bearish right now. So, that EMA 100 on the daily is very important. So, don't freak out. But if we can break above 9,850, I'm going to get pretty bullish here. But just know there's going to be some pretty major resistance at 10,050, and that would be a pretty nice fake out. If you think about it, everyone gets all hyped. Oh, we're going back into the 10s, back to 11, and then you hit the top of the box and then go back down. It would be just the most perfect rejection if you're thinking about it from a market maker's standpoint. So So we have something to look after. We'll be here for all that. Even if I'm not live, I'm posting my video or my static videos, and I'm usually on the Discord pretty much all day if someone has a question for me. But I've been pretty busy working on this website to replace Patreon. So, but key things to remember, guys. Your EMA 100 is slightly below 9,700. It's like 9,680. As long as you're above the EMA 100, there's no reason to be bearish. Your moving averages are now pointing up. So, and it kind of makes sense here at 10,050. If we can break above 9,850, look what's right here at the top of our resistance. You have a major moving average, your EMA 100, on the 4-hour. So if we break 9,850, we go through the 9,950. That's not strong resistance, but we're going to have to go through it. You can see these touch points. They're clearly there. I'm going to be eyeing 10,050. Now, if we can break above that, I will get extremely bullish. But if we can break above 9,850, I might open up a swing. We'll see. If I'm going to open up a position, guys, though, I'm going to let you know. I'll post my charts, my thoughts. Everything's going to be on Discord. So to sum up Bitcoin, you have strong support at about 9,300, short-term support at 9,500. Maybe we can hold 9,750. This was our first area of resistance. Maybe we can flip it as resistance, but we're really hugging it. I mean, we're at 9,756 right now. But, really, I know we're above the EMA 100, but I really would like us to see us break and hold above 9,850. So just be wary about that. But, the way I'm looking at this is we break above 9,850. We're going to be above our EMA 100 on the daily. I'm generally going to be, at least for a nice scalp, I'll scalp into about 10,000, 10,050. And once we get to about 10,050, I'll just put my take profit at 10,000. So if we do end up rejecting it, I'm going to get filled, whether we go back up or we go back down into the abyss of crypto bear market, whatever you want to call it. So just keep that in mind, guys. Major resistance at 9,850 and 10,050. So 9,850, 10,050, and you're going to have a little bump in the road about 9,950, but I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Focus on 9,850 and 10,050. And really focus on holding that EMA 100. It's about 9,680. You can go to your daily charts and look at your EMA 100 and you'll see it. I just really want to do a little bit more focus on Bitcoin because it's kind of owning the show right now. Make sure. All right. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna look at our. We're gonna go take a look at the long and short charts. So you can go to Bitfinex and type in longs, and you'll see it. Psh, not good. This is just terrible. All right. So the longs are trying. It's just not that great, to be honest. I mean, look at that. The 1 hour, you can't even see it on the 4 hour. It's just completely. I mean, I guess you could say you ate this wick up a little bit, but where have the buyers gone? If you see the shorts chart tumbling in red, this is not going to be good. Oh, God. Yeah. Not good, guys. This is not good for Bitcoin bullishly. Maybe we can tap into some buyers. Maybe the price will go up and you'll get the FOMOers. But if this is any kind of history of what we've got in the last couple pumps, they shorted probably in the 10,000s. They realized we weren't going to go much lower than 9.5, 9.6. They're covering to push the price up. And if we're looking at the past, they're just looking to re-enter on a better position. So they covered, they took profit. Let's see what happens. But do you see the drastic difference? Look at the short chart. Drastic fall. So when the shorts are falling, they have to buy their shares back or their coins back. And so look at that, guys. Remember that. And look at this. Longs. Barely anything. It's not a good sign. It's not a good sign. So we're going to take a look at Ethereum. So if we go, you can see here we're holding some resistance here at about 172. 172 is acting as resistance right now. So I don't want to flip this box red until we break under $170, but if we can break below it, 170, and we come back down and we start hitting off of it like this, I'm going to flip this box red. Because if you guys should know already, if you break support to the downside and you hold under it for a minute or for a while, it theoretically does become resistance. So if you look at your 4-hour here, you can see on your 4-hour, your pink right here, it's definitely acting as resistance. I like to look at my 4-hour with my moving averages, and your pink is your 34. And once again, that's sitting at about 174. So Ethereum's really going to struggle to get over 175. But if you can get above 175, I'm really going to be looking for a $180, $185 test. So if Ethereum can break above 175, I would be targeting 180, which is right up here, and then 185, where you see all these touch points across the bottom. Now, if you fall, I'm going to be looking at, so you have 170 is acting as your support, but looks like it's kind of dropping right now. But after that, you have $160 as major support. I mean, you're going to have a little bit at 165. So you're going to have a little bit at 165, but more so at 160. And then this should be warning lights going off in your head. If you see $140 drop, if we break that 140, 145 support box on Ethereum, it's going to get ugly. I mean, you'll literally drop to about 125, 130 pretty quickly if you break 140. So let's not do that if you're bullish. So key things to remember on Ethereum. We have short-term support at 170, but I'm not so confident in that yet. You have support here. You have a little bit here at 165, but you have more stronger support at 160 with your major support box. I mean, major support at 165. I'm sorry, 140 and 145. With your resistance levels at 175 and then 185 here. You can see here if you go across all these touch points, it's really anything about just over 180 will be resistance. It's the top of this box. If you look at all the touch points, how we go down and perfectly, you're just kind of bouncing off of it. 180, 182 is going to be pretty strong resistance. It's right across the top. And then if you look at the bottom here, that's why I'm fairly confident. You break above 175, I think we could definitely go to 180 and then 185. But the goal is I would really like to see Ethereum go and touch this line right up here and see how we react to it. Ethereum really struggled at 190 before we started tumbling. But if you look right at about our 182 or that 180, 185 mark, look what we have here. You have your 100 moving average, your EMA 100 on your 4-hour. Very important. This will act as strong resistance. So if you do buy this bottom and we do start pumping, I would definitely look to be a seller around 180. All right, let's go to XRP. So you can see this support, it's just resistance. It's beautiful. Look at all the touch points right across the bottom. Very strong resistance here, just below 26 cents. And if you look here, your pink, you have your 34. Perfect touch points right across it, just holding our head down. Every time we try to go up, it's just pushing your head down. So XRP is pretty easy. You have support here at about 25 cents and some short-term support at about 25 and a quarter with major resistance just under 26 cents. It's about, yeah, it's about just, I mean, literally just under 26 cents, like 25.9, 25.88. But if you can break above that 25.88, 25.9, just under 26 cents, the next area I'll be looking at, it'll be anywhere between about 26 and a half and then this EMA 100, which is about 26 and a quarter, 27. So if you do buy this dip, I would definitely look to be a seller. If you can break above your 34, I would definitely be a seller at like 26 and a half, 27 cents, where this where basically our EMA 100 is right up here. You can see how it's acted as resistance. Rejection. We barely broke above it up here. We fell down, came up, tested it again, tested it here, tested it there. EMA 100 is not going to be easy to break here on the 4 hour. So remember, strong support at 25 cents. I say strong. You have support at 25 and then 25 and a quarter. Your EMA 34 and your 100 are acting as resistance. And that's at about, literally, it's like 25.9, just under 26 cents. With your first like technical resistance at about 26 and 3/4, right above or right under your EMA 100, which is sitting just below 27 cents. So if you buy this, I would definitely look to be a seller. If you get, to about 26 and a half, 27 cents, definitely would be a seller. I'm not touching XRP, to be honest with you guys. Definitely not touching it. Just because I've been talking about it and it has drawn some interest. All right. So gold here has been very parabolic. Gold's been just going through the absolute roof right now. Right now on the daily, we're touching our EMA 34, so this is really important. If you do break your EMA 34 here, I mean, you could have some support here about 140, 142, but generally, I think you're going to go down and hit your 34 because it's right at about these support. It's not, I mean, that's the thing, guys. Does this not look familiar to you? It really should. Where's it at here? This is the same thing, but it's actually the spot gold price. This really should look familiar, though. This is the spot price of gold, guys. This is a parabolic curve. Bitcoin was just in it. And we speculated, literally, this was like 2-3 months ago. I speculated what happens when you even if you stop going up and you just consolidate, which honestly is healthy for gold right now. What happens? These parabolic curves are not healthy. Bitcoin should be enough to tell you that these movements are not sustainable. The only thing that gold has going for it is this Trump, Chinese, America trading war going on right now. That is the only thing going for gold right now. I mean, it's just really not sustainable. Bitcoin should have, I mean, no matter the asset, when you go up something like this, the harder you go up, the faster you can fall. And if we look at history, when we go up parabolic, look at the falls we have on this. Look at this. Exactly. Very similar. Boom to the downside hard. We hit $1,800, then went down to almost $1,500. if we take our price indicator tool, we had about a 20% correction before we had a little bounce and then just crashed even further. So if we took our price indicator tool on here, or our price range, let's just say we went down 20%. Woo. This was about our average crash when we go parabolic. That would put gold at about 1200, 1250. Insane. And so this is the spot gold price, okay? All right, making sure. You'd be surprised how many times I've had to redo videos because I forget the mic's not on and I'm like all the way done. But if you go back to gold, look at this. It's amazing. Look how parabolic you are. And you're going up against we're now facing this area of resistance right up in here. If we take our moving averages off, it's pretty interesting to me. We go from here, it's about 20%. So if we're looking at GLD, this is like the index price of gold. If we were to take a 20% fall, that would put GLD, and look at that, it's almost right perfectly at support line, which would put it at about $115. I'm telling you guys, I know everyone's getting so bullish on gold now. The whole Trump, China, America trade war could ruin this whole trade setup. You break above 150 and you get some buys, you're probably going to go to 155, 160, and gold's probably easily going to go into the 1600s. But this could be one hell of a short for the stock market. The stock market, 20% in crypto is nothing. But the actual traditional asset markets like gold that just has trillions and trillions of dollars in it, very interesting. So keep your eye on it, guys. Watch gold. It's a safe haven. A lot of people try to say Bitcoin's a safe haven. I'm not sure about that yet. We'll see. But, thank you guys for watching. We'll be doing our cup of coffee stream in the morning. I'm working on the website now so we can get off Patreon. I say off. We are off of Patreon now, but all the services were going to be held on Discord anyway, so don't worry. But, thank you guys for watching. I will be on Discord the rest of tonight. If you have any questions, just let me know. I'll be posting some charts, especially if Bitcoin looks like we're going to, hopefully we can go up and test that red line at 9,850 again. So, but, hopefully the gold stuff, the stock market stuff didn't bore you out. It's just where I kind of came from, and it's interesting because people like to say Bitcoin and gold have a correlation. So let's see. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the Discord, and if you're not on Discord, I recommend checking it out in the description below. But I will see you on the morning stream tomorrow. Thank you.